Stanley Webb, U004531. Today we are doing a 1 rep max testing protocol adapted from Earl in 1999. So I'm sitting on a resistance machine because if someone is inexperienced or has obesity or just isn't used to the gym, I'd recommend a resistance machine because they might not be used to the actual movement. So it's just a one movement and it will follow that. So first of all, if you're doing a 1 rep max, you need to do a warm up of like roughly 5 to 10 reps. Play, if you're not familiar with it, play around the weight so you kind of get a rough idea of what you can do for 1 rep. So we'll start off with 5 to 10 reps, nice and light. I'll show an example, obviously. So lay down flat, top of your back on the bench, push up.
Why did you bring it in the gym? Always got some discarded cup or something. Okay, 30. Portion sizes? Come on, you've got to be specific. I'll calculate up the task.
And then after that, just for that light one, you have just like a 1 minute rest period. Then you go into like a couple more sets of a warm up where you roughly go from like 3 to 5 reps so you get that more resistance. So when you are actually eventually getting to that 1 rep max, you're nice and warm to do the push. So after 1 minute, I'll record again. So that goes. Okay, it's been a minute. So now what you would do, like I said earlier, 3 to 5 reps for the next warm up set. But how we would actually like get a rough idea, we would add roughly like, how would I say this, like 5 to 10% of what you just done, so an increase of 5 to 10%, so roughly about 4 to 9 kilos. So that's what I've done on the bar. It's been a minute, so obviously 3 to 5 reps. If it's still a bit simple, we'll increase the weight. Make sure you get that rough resistance. Give that to go 3 to 5 reps. Nice and strong, loose on the seat, so's the upper back.
I'm sure I'll read up the
Premier carpet or whatever, and those two there with him, but hold down
I miss it. She's big,
Back up. And with this one, with this warm up set, because it's a little bit heavier, you're going from like 5 reps max. You'd have 2 minutes rest, a little bit longer, just let it recover a little bit longer so you can get full maximum. And then you'd increase, then you just increase the maximum load a little bit longer. Okay, so obviously another warm up set. That was nice and clean, nice and smooth. So you do a rough estimate of another maximum load of roughly 2 to 3 reps. Obviously increase the load by a little bit more. If it looks a bit smooth, then give it a little bit more of a push. So it's been 2 minutes rest. I'll complete the 2 to 3 reps again. Obviously I'll go for 3. So looks nice and firm.
After doing it, the first minute, I got 7
push at the top.
kind of one like that.
So then you do it, wait a minute, do it again, wait a minute, do it again.
You have to times that by 4, so yeah, so look, we started off with 140, 1 minute rest, and then take 1 minute, and then see, look, it took me like 4 minutes to get back down to 80, I think Aaron, as you can see here, so we started with 120,
Okay.
and then it kind of went down
So
quickly.
with this after this one, you'd have roughly 2 to 4 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes rest. Obviously, it depends on the client how they're able to perform. They might need a full 4 minutes to recover. They might feel good after 2 minutes. Obviously, it's your choice and as well as the client's choice to actually judge when to actually perform this 1 rep max. So, like in the next clip, we'll actually perform the 1 rep max. See how comfortable that is. See if we need to increase it. So we'll roughly go up by another maybe 9 kilos, 10 kilos. You get a rough estimate of how far we have to go or how strong we have to do. Okay, so we've increased the load by 5 to 10%. You do that for upper body. Lower body you do about 10 to 20%. So I've increased this weight by roughly about 10%. So we'll go for 1 rep as you would for a client. If it is simple, like I said, we increase it 2 to 4 minutes rest if it's successful. If it's unsuccessful, then we'll increase it. Well, we have 3 attempts if we're unsuccessful. And yeah, so give it a go. Okay, so as you saw, that was a 1 rep max. Well, that was the 1 rep. Bit of a struggle, well, quite a bit of a struggle. We'll increase it by about 5%, see if I can actually successfully lift that. If not, get 3 attempts, obviously 2 to 4 minutes rest. Okay, it's been like roughly about a 2 to 4 minute rest period. We've increased it by 5%, so just 1 extra on the machine. We'll give it a go because the last one was a struggle. I'll give it to somebody if I fail. Obviously, you get 3 more attempts. But, yeah. So, as you can see, unsuccessful lift. Like I said, after 2 to 4 minutes, if it's unsuccessful, you have 3 more attempts. But if the client doesn't feel comfortable doing this again, then they don't have to. We know the rough estimate of their 1 rep max, and you can follow from there. So as you can see, that was the testing protocol from the 1 rep max for the L 9099 arm method.